then they would probably put down that he won that newspaper decision. But the first first regular decision happened March 3rd, 1928. That was against a guy by the name of Al Bryant and Batley Odin Dudrich. And ever since then, they started having decision bouts all over the place. And the thing was that there was only one judge, and that was the referee. There was a place called Walt's Dream Arena that started back in the early 1920s, and it was going right up into the 40s. That had more fight cards than any 3 other venues in the city of Atlantic City. They had over 750 cards during that time. Like I said, some of the greatest fighters ever. The first world title fight, if you don't count the 2 colored heavyweight championship matches, took place on Pearl Harbor Day. That was on December 7th, 1963. By the way, that was our commissioner's birthday. I think he was like 4 at the time, wasn't he? Hey, that was Joey Giardello when he won the title off of Dick Tiger. And the only judge at that time was Paul Cavalier, and he scored it 8 rounds to 5. And that was the new middleweight champion of the world, and that was Joey Giardello. That was 1963. The next fight that took place, fight card that took place in Atlantic City, happened almost 10 years later. Didn't happen until 1973. And there was very few fights up until the late 70s. Then all of a sudden the casinos came in. And then it really splurged. The first casino show headlined Richie Cates, and the other headliner was Howard Davis Jr. And a few months later, entered Matthew Saad Muhammad, one of the most exciting light heavyweights or most exciting boxers I've ever saw. He had heart, big as all outdoors. He was a Toro Gotti before a Toro Gotti. And he started defending his title. His first one was against John Conti. Then it exploded. Yeah, Michael Spinks. He defended his title many times here. And of course, Iron Mike Tyson, you know, all these champions. Of course, the first heavyweight championship match, you know, if you don't count the 2 colored ones, was that memorable fight between Larry Holmes and Scott Frank. Yeah, I say that with jest. But something happened in the mid-'80s. Of course, Donald Trump came in, and this guy came in here. He was one of the premier referees in the entire world. And the governor at that time said, we have something far more important for you to do. They made him the commissioner. And then it really exploded. Exploded with fights with, like I said, Mike Tyson and Michael Spinks and, you know, Larry Holmes. And, you know, it just went on. And I'm sure these guys can, you know, talk a lot more about from the 80s and the 90s. I mean, from 1982 to 1985, they had over 520 shows.